Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sends a verbal message to His Excellency the President of Mauritania related to developing relations between the two countries. The Sultanate condemns terrorist attacks in Sitra Island in Bahrain. And the Kingdom of Morocco values the role of His Majesty the Sultan in resolving differences at the regional level. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency, to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco on the Throne Day anniversary. His Excellency President Mohammed Ould Abdelaziz of Mauritania received a verbal message from His Majesty Sultan Qaboos related to enhancing bilateral relations between the two countries and opening an embassy for the Sultanate in Mauritania during the coming weeks. The message was conveyed by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, when the Mauritanian President received him in the Presidential Palace in Nouakchott today. During the meeting, His Excellency the Minister conveyed greetings of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to His Excellency the President, along with His Majesty's best wishes of good health and happiness and the Mauritanian people for their progress and growth. On his turn, the Mauritanian President asked the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs to convey his greetings and best wishes of good health and happiness to His Majesty the Sultan and the Omani people for their progress and prosperity. The meeting discussed means of enhancing the bilateral relations between the two countries in various areas, in addition to reviewing the current Arab situation. The meeting was attended by Her Excellency Fatima Aval bint Soueina, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of Mauritania. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, met in the Mauritanian capital Nouakchott today. Her Excellency Fatima Aval bint Soueina, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of Mauritania. During the meeting, they discussed ways of strengthening existing cooperation between the two countries in various fields, in addition to discussing issues of mutual concern. The Sultanate expressed its deep disapproval and condemnation of the terrorist act which took place in the Sitra Islands in the Kingdom of Bahrain yesterday and resulted in 2 martyrs from the policemen and injuries of other innocents. The Sultanate emphasizes in a statement issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs its stand and solidarity with the Kingdom of Bahrain against the terrorist aggression and called on the international community to gather efforts to confront terrorism, its fighting and renounce all of its kind. The Sultanate expressed its profound condolences to families of the victims and requested the Almighty for a quick recovery of the injured and the wounded. The Kingdom of Morocco valued the glorious, thoughtful and active role of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos in solving disputes at the regional level. This came when His Excellency Abdullah bin Kiran, Prime Minister of Morocco, met His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, currently on a visit to the Kingdom of Morocco. Earlier, His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah held talks with his Moroccan counterpart, Salahuddin Mizwar, focused mainly on bilateral relations and ways to enhance joint cooperation with the great care accorded to them by the leaderships in both countries, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos and His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco. They also discussed the current Arab situation. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah said that the meeting was a great significance as it stemmed from the desire to provide all means that enable them and the Arab brothers to assist to bring stability to the Arab arena. He added that they valued the efforts being exerted by Morocco with regard to Libyan issue in cooperation with the United Nations and Arab countries. From his side, the Moroccan minister stressed the need to strengthen relations between the two countries and exchange expertise between them. Developing study curricula, training programs, and related matters to cooperation aspects in academic fields topped discussions of the meeting of the Higher Judiciary Institute Board and its second meeting of the year. The meeting also discussed developing cooperation with international judiciary and legal educational institutions, as well as procedures and preparations for the start of the upcoming academic year at the Institute at a time it recently conducted and expanded training plans for its affiliates. The meeting was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al-Khalili, Minister of Justice and Chairman of the Board of Higher Judiciary Institute. Electronic tendering is a new project carried out by the Ministry of Housing in collaboration with the Information Technology Authority and the Tender Board. This project aims to receive all transactions and prices offers for different housing tenders on the level of the Governorate of Muscat as a preliminary stage, followed by the rest of the governorates. This new system portrays one of the government's e-tenders and purchases through the system of electronic tendering in an endeavor to upgrade the vocational performance of ministries by transferring most of the works performed manually into an integrated electronic system. The definition of irregular labor that is not subject to government surveillance and works without the state's insurance framework and the international standards related to it topped discussions of the training workshop on irregular labor sector that calls to prevent its spreading by following the best methods that help transfer it into a regular labor sector. The Global Labor Organization illustrated that the total number of workers in the irregular labor sector in the developing countries might reach to 300 million people, whereas data regarding this topic in the Sultanate to the extent that requires early intervention. The workshop pointed out that the reality of this sector in the Sultanate faces various obstacles such as the lack of required skills and qualifications. The Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs emphasizes that the importance of cars that have, the import of cars that have completed their useful lifespan or near or over this marker is from sensitive issues to the environmental sector for its numerous negative environmental effects. The ministry supports in a statement it issued the decision of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to limit the import of old cars and considered it from the important decisions to raise up the level of measures to protect the Omani environment, which would lead to protection of people's health. The ministry mentioned that the engines of these types of cars or its depleted spare parts are in need for replacement by new ones which require specific actions to minimize these effects. These parts contain compounds and liquids which are considered hazardous wastes that threaten the environment and pollute soil and water resources. And still to come in our news bulletin. Salala Kharif Festival 2015 continues in the Governorate of Dhofar. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Conference on Contemporary Literary and Linguistics Movements in the Sultanate concluded its work by calling for publishing and distributing intellectual and literary production electronically in Arab libraries. The conference was held at Al Bayt University in Jordan with the participation of a number of researchers from various Arab countries. In its second day, the conference discussed two topics: the Omani critique movement, linguistic studies after 1950, and the impact of Omani scholars in teaching Arabic language and literary production. Coinciding with the Sultanate's celebrations of the Blessed Renaissance as well as the event of Nizwa, capital of Islamic culture this year, a host of poets held a national poetic evening on the stage of Nizwa Fort. The evening was arranged by a literary club under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al-Hinai, advisor of the state. Highlighting the significance of voluntary work in the society and enhancing the positive attitude among youths were the center of the second Social Week's activities in the Governorate of Dhahra. The event was organized by the Director General of Social Development in the Governorate of Dhahra. In addition to promoting voluntary work, the week aimed to shed light on services provided by some public bodies and civil establishments. It included awareness lectures and activities related to ways to deal with accidents and crises. Salalah Kharif Festival is in full swing and thousands of tourists are busy visiting various places around the Governorate of Dhafar. Our reporter Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai was covering some of these activities.
A governorate of Dhafar, the Sultanate land of all seasons. The climate in this time of the year is dramatically different to the rest of Oman. If one would like to escape the heat of other part of Oman and other Gulf countries and experience temperatures that average just 27 centigrade, while most of the region hides from the intensity of the scorching summer sun, Salalah in Dhafar, the land of frankincense, wears a mantle of mist and lush greenery. This natural phenomenon of rain-bearing fog is known locally as the Kharif season, which every year attracts many thousands of tourists, especially families.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you here in such a good place with a good climate. What would you like to tell us about this particular place here?
First of all, nice to meet you too. And it's a nice place. It has a nice climate, all the greenery around, and nice people to meet here. And this is my first time to come in Kharif Salalah.
Salalah is also an ideal year-round tourist destination with almost guaranteed sunshine through the winter months. Salalah is Oman's southernmost city. It is situated on the fertile plain amongst lush coconut groves and banana plantations set against the dramatic mountain backdrop of Jabal Dhafar. Views from the escarpment are breathtaking. With that, we have presented to you a beauty of this part of the Sultanate that attracts me and you and thousands of others from inside and outside the Sultanate.
For Salalah Festival 2015, under the theme Oman, Love and Peace, I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Wilayat of Salalah, Governorate of Dhafar.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sends a verbal message to His Excellency the President of Mauritania related to developing relations between the two countries. The Sultanate condemns terrorist attacks in Sitra Island in Bahrain. And the Kingdom of Morocco values the role of His Majesty the Sultan in resolving differences at the regional level. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.